Hey guys, welcome back again to Playwright with Java Automation Testing Session 20. In today's session, you will learn how to handle tooltip in a Playwright with Java. So the tooltip is a text primarily that appears when a mouse over an object. It can be a link, image, button, text area, etc. in a web page. The text often gives more information about the object on which it appears. Tooltips are primarily displayed automatically when user hover the pointer over an object and are removed when user clicks on control or move the mouse or when tip times out. Tooltips were traditionally implemented as a title attribute to an element. The value of this attribute was shown as tooltip on mouse over. This is the static text giving information of the element with no styling. For accessing or verifying the static tooltips which are implemented using HTML title attribute, user can simply use get attribute and then title method of the locator. The return value of the method which is the tooltip text is can be compared with an expected value for verification or validation. Handling tooltips in Playwright Java typically involves simulating a hover action and then interacting with or asserting the tooltip contents. The primary step is to trigger the tooltip appearance. This is usually achieved by hovering over the element that displays the tooltips. When user inspect few tooltips, the title attribute might not be seen during the inspection. However, user can still fetch the value of title attribute. So what is the step you need to follow? You need to first locate the element with the help of the locator method and using CSS or XPath of the element, anything. After that, we can hover it. We can perform a hover action with the element reference dot hover method. After that, with the help of the text content method with the element reference, right? We can try to get the element tooltip text. After that, we can print it out. Apart from that, also with the help of the get attribute title method, we can try to print the title of the tooltip. So these are the different stuff we can do it with the tooltips. And last important stuff, like you can still use it while dealing with tooltip, like in case tooltip is not visible, right, properly, not loading properly, so you can use the wait for selector method in Playwright. So in Playwright with Java, wait for selector is a method used to explicitly wait for an element matching a given selector to become available on the page according to specified condition. This is particularly useful when dealing with dynamic content or element that load asynchronously. The wait for selector method is called on a page object and accept the selector as a string. User can also provide an additional wait for selector option object to customize the waiting behavior. So what we can do with the help of the page object reference, you can call the wait for selector method where you can pass the XPath or CSS of the element whatever you want to write, wait for some time, and then we can pass new page dot wait for selector options and set some timeout. So that particular time frame it will wait before like doing the actual interaction. So that is the way, like wait for selector also can be used in your tooltips part as well. Now see the implementation, how we can validate the tooltips text in Playwright with Java. So I've created a new class Playwright session 20, and these are the common step, right, to open a browser and open a new page. In the actually it will open the Chromium browser, and this is the website will be navigating, right, to verify the text of the tooltips and to mouse it over as well. So if you go to that particular website, you could see there are a couple of tooltips available, right? If you mouse it over, you could able to see the text inside it, right? So let's try to start with one of the tooltips. Let's right click and click on the inspect element. You could see it is a button, right? Type equal to button, tag name is button, ID is there, class is there, right? You could see like a tooltip on the top, that is the text, right? But there is no title attribute. Still we can try to fetch the title here, right? If you mouse it over, it will show you tooltip on the top, and this is the text also available. So let's first try to create a selector here. So this is the button is the tag and name is button, ID is button one. So we will try to give the tag, then hash, then ID. So that is the it will highlight the element. So what we will do, we will try to implement first that wait for selector method, right? So we already navigating to the page here. After that we will try to implement that wait for selector method, maybe for 10 second, 20 second, like that. Page dot wait for selector, right? Wait for selector method, and then here I can pass that CSO expert anything, and I can give comma, and then I can use new page dot wait for selector options, and here what I can do, I can use dot set timeout, right? Set state, set timeouts, all this stuff. Maybe I can try to wait for 10 second, so I can give 10,000 millisecond. So that is the way I can try wait for that option to be completely load in the page. After that, with the help of this serial selector, I can try to identify the element first. So I'll be doing it kind of locator interface. I'll try to create an object here. So say tooltip button 1, right? Because there are a lot of tooltips thing available. Tooltip button here, or maybe tooltip tooltip top button, because that is the top button, right? Top button I can mention. And after that I can use the page object dot locator methods, where I can pass the CSS expert whatever. With that, which with the help of the CSS expert I can identify the element first. Now I can try to import that locator from the com.microsoft.playwright packages. Now what we will do, I will try to print out the text context. So what I will do, I will use SIOSO method, then this is the object, and then what I will do, I will use text content. So whatever text content is available, it will try to print it out in the console. Let's try to run the code and let's see what's happening here. So it will open the page. It will identify the tooltips and it will just give me that thing, right? Text whatever available, tooltip on top. So definitely that should be the text available. So if you mouse it over, you could see tooltip on top, that is the text available. So I can get the text with the help of the text content method. Now similarly, if I want to get the title, though the title is not available, still it will give me the same title. So here with the help of the same object reference of the tooltip element, what I will do, I will call get attribute method, and I can pass the title to print the title here. Though title is not available, title attribute is not available, still I can try to print the title. Okay, and apart from that, there is a last important methods available to perform an hover action. So element reference dot hover, so it will hover it and you can able to see the text after hovering. So what we will do, like we will take that object reference dot hover method, we will call it. So it is coming from the locator and its name is void, so it will just hover it, it will not return anything in the console. But here text content and title, it will be giving the same value, tooltip on the top. So that is the way I can try to interact with the tooltip available in any of the page. Now let's try to run in the Java application. So it will open the page, it will wait for selector with the help of the CSS, wait for 10 seconds in case page is not loaded. After that it will identify that particular options, right? It will mouse it over. Okay, it is still loading the page. Once the page is loaded, it will mouse it hover that tooltip top. It is taking long time. You could see the mouse it hover happen, right? Already you are able to see the text there. Okay, so that is the way you could validate that tooltips is also mousing over, and you are able to validate the text, and you are able to get the text content. Apart from that, you are able to get the title as well for the tooltip. Let's try to run once more time, because last time it took more time. So it will again open the page, it will identify the element, it will try to print the console, the text content and or the title in the console, and it will try to also do the mouse it over. Yeah, you could see mouse it over happening, right? You are able to see the text with some color, right? Orange color or purple orange color, right? So that is the way you can deal with the tooltips available in your the web page. Okay, So primarily you can identify the element with the help of the CSS expert, the locator method, the tooltip element. After that, you can get the text with the help of the text content method, or sometime you can get the title of the tooltip with the help of get attribute method and title attribute passing there. And you can mouse it hover also, perform the hover action on the tooltip so that you will be able to see the text inside available in the tooltips. Okay. And apart from that, in case sometime page is not loaded fully, you can try to call the wait for selector method in Playwright. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.